Today is December 30th, 2025, the birthday 41 years ago of LeBron James.
It's
He
the
showed up.
Kang's birthday.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the
41
Kang,
years
Yeah,
man.
ain't
Happy
my king.
birthday, yo.
Yeah, that ain't my
Shout out,
king.
old
Nigga,
man.
birthday on Christmas.
Hey,
I'm
you
not
are a
always
witness.
At home
showed
on the
up.
couch
Yes,
on
sir.
Christmas. Man, fuck out of here. You niggas don't even sit on the couch on Christmas.
We have all been witnesses for the last 23 years of LeBron James, and even longer than that, too. St. Vincent, St. Mary's days, and all of that good stuff. But fellas, for LeBron's birthday, his 41st birthday, 23rd in the league, I want to take a walk down memory lane. I want to ask you guys, what are some of your favorite LeBron James moments of his career?
Favorite LeBron James moments.
You were asking the wrong person.
2011.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, Ox.
Yeah, 2011. This is one of my favorite moments in the Eastern
catching
Conference
that
Championship.
work.
Against the
Catching
Boston
that work.
Celtics?
No, in 2011 when they beat the Bulls, when he shut the door on Derrick Rose, the league MVP in the Eastern Conference Finals. That was one of my favorite moments.
Getting his ass locked up by
do remember
Jason
that.
Kidd. That was my favorite. That was my favorite moment. Jason Kidd clamping his ass.
One of my favorite moments got to be when he did that chase down on what's buddy name? He used to be on the 76ers.
Andre Iguodala?
Evan Mobley?
He was
Not Evan Mobley, Evan Turner?
This was after Iguodala because he also went to the Clippers. And he was like one of their guys that came off the bench for a little minute, but then they got rid of him. And he was known as like a really good defender.
Dante Jones?
No, I'm trying to remember his name. I can't remember his name, but you probably remember by like what happened. LeBron was chasing him down, and he was so scared of LeBron he didn't go for the layup. I'll never forget about that. Dang.
The chase down block he had on Jason Richardson in Phoenix when Jason
that was
Richardson
a damn foul
up.
though. That's a damn foul. He fouled his ass.
Yeah, the chase down block.
That's a foul though.
Was it Robert Covington?
Yep, that's what I'm thinking about. Robert Covington. That was hilarious.
That chase down block he had on Jason Richardson. Ron, I was in the building that night. Yes, I was there.
Okay.
I was in the building that night.
Building.
That was it's been so many. For probably my favorite was the Boston Celtics in Game 6, that elimination game, because the Miami Heat, as we know it, are getting blown up if they lose that game. That Miami Heat team, as we know it, is over. They're going to move on. James, Wade, Chris Bosh, that group as we know it, to lose in the finals the year before, and then this year to now go backwards and lose in the Eastern Conference Championship. Yes, definitely. That team is getting blown up. And for him to go into that Boston Garden and do what he did against that group after losing in Game 5, yeah, that was pretty phenomenal. I think the last guy to do that was Chamberlain, to go 45 and 15 on the road, and he did that. Yeah, that was incredible. Yep.
Yeah, I'll probably have to say, man, every time I think of like LeBron all-time moments, the first thing that always comes to my mind is 2007 Eastern Conference Finals.
Dunk on
Detroit
KG?
Pistons. Nah, that was against the Celtics. I'm talking about against the Pistons.
Okay.
He scored 48 points, but scored the final 25 points of the game, and it was a double overtime game too.
29.
29. Yeah, it was like 30 straight.
29.
Don't shortchange him, Ron.
Yeah.
29 of the last 30.
That shit was
29 of the last
unbelievable.
30 points.
I remember exactly where I was too. I was like, we was like at a graduation party or some shit like that, and I'm like watching this shit on the couch as a little boy. Like, God damn, the fuck is this?
I feel like every great player, they have that, and I said this before, they had that with the organization. They got that aha moment. Like Jordan had it in 86 when he went against that Celtics team and he went for 63 in the Garden. It was like, okay, this is the dude. I feel like with James, when they played against Detroit in the Eastern Conference Finals in 2007, okay, we got our guy. I feel like that night, I was like, okay, that's your franchise player, and ain't no questions. There's nothing to be said about who you got moving forward. This is definitely your guy.
Yeah, Drench. You know what? I think I might have been in Houston because we was at a tournament. We was either in Houston or LA. I want to say we was in Houston or Tucson. I remember we was at the basketball tournament when Bron did that against Detroit.
That shit was amazing. I remember that shit. I remember a lot of moments from LeBron. Like, and it seemed like every time Bron getting busy, I'm at a graduation, I'm at some type of prom shit for my brother or some shit. Cause I was at like this little prom thing for my brother when Bron did that comeback against the Celtics too. And for that game 6 or some shit like that.
What year was this?
10? Was that 10 or 11? Chill. Which one was that?
When they were down and they came back in game 6, that was in 12.
Okay, 12. Yeah. I'm tripping.
12.
My brother graduated in 2012. Yeah. So 12.
That was in 12.
I was always at some shit like some formal shit where I got a suit on or some bullshit. LeBron mean business.
That was the year where Bron had the look where he was like bent over and he was looking like this.
He wasn't doing no smiling. He was just on everything.
Let's not forget about 2013 when he threw his headband and he thought he was in Cleveland again, playing on that finals team versus the Spurs. You know, he didn't hit the game winner. That little stretch he went on where he just said, you know what, just give me the ball. That was probably one of the most aggressive moments he's had in his career.
Yeah. But we also saw Bron headband get bigger and bigger before he talked to folks. That's one thing we saw.
Chill. You know that 20 years ago today, exactly, the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the LA Clippers in overtime. LeBron played 50 minutes. It's kind of crazy to say 20 years ago, exactly to the day, he had 28 points and he was coming off of a back-to-back. Like the previous game where he had 38 points against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is not when teams were scoring 150 points. The fact that he averaged at that age, ironically, one of my favorite LeBron moments actually comes against my favorite team, which is the Raptors. And it was 56 points that he scored, ironically, 20 years ago in March. And he scored 56 points and the Raptors still somehow won that game. But it was an early sign.
I remember that.
It was an early sign of what was to come. I was a really huge LeBron fan when he was in high school, and the Raptors walked into that draft with the 3rd best odds. And I was like, okay, we're going to get LeBron, or we're going to get Melo.
Yeah, I ain't getting none of that shit.
And we got nothing.
We got a dude that's been in the league for so long and has had so many moments that it's going to be, I mean, I don't know how much longer he's going to play. I don't know how much longer he's going to be around. I'll be surprised if he doesn't. I'll be surprised if he doesn't retire after this season. I'd be surprised if he stuck around another year. I don't know what
he getting his bread. Chill. Bron ain't playing about that shit.
This the last year at $52 million. But I mean, for him to be around for as long as he's been around, and for us to have seen all of the stuff that we've seen in totality, it's pretty incredible, yo. It is. It's pretty incredible for him to be doing what he was doing. It is.
Chill. Think about it like this. 20 years after LeBron retired, there's going to be an NBA player that we come across, and it's going to be he played with LeBron. Either he played against him, he was on the same team as him, X, Y, Z. And we're going to think to ourselves, like, wait, you play with Bron? No way. That's going to be a thing that's going to happen. Like, no way they play in the same time.
Like, I was around when James was playing. Yeah, 20 years from now. Like, I was around when James was playing. Yeah, I was here when he was still playing. So
what's that? The degrees of separation?
6 degrees of separation. Yep.
So what's that? It's going to be somebody who was it that Bron played against that was playing in the 80s? Okay. Karl Malone.
What you call it too? Steve Kerr. Not Steve Kerr. I'm sorry. I want to say Kevin Willis.
I wonder who's
Kevin Willis.
Who did Bron play against or play with? That was the earliest draft pick, somewhere in the early 80s.
It was Kevin Willis in 84.
It was Kevin Willis.
So Kevin Willis in 84. The year he was born, by the way.
Right. And then we're gonna crazy. And then like to MTL's point, we're gonna at some point see somebody that played with or against Bron that's still playing in 2040. You know what I'm saying? Like,
2040 is crazy.
I mean, that's only 15 years. 15 years.
Yeah, that's 15 years from now.
So you got to think Bron touched from 84 to 2040. Oh, come on, that's insane, bro. That's 60. That's insane.
That doesn't make any sense.
So the oldest players that LeBron played against were Kevin Willis, Karl Malone, Charles Oakley, Olden Polynice, Horace Grant, Mark Jackson, Avery Johnson, Reggie Miller.
And
Scottie Pippen. Yeah,
but Scottie was drafted in what, 89?
87.
87. Young. Yeah. But he was playing for he played for the Bulls in 2003, 2004. So
Right. Well.
All right, fellas. Any other Bron moments that you guys want to bring to the forefront?
Yeah, that weak ass take he had when he said they was gonna win 7, 8, 9 championships. That
He
shit
was
was
On
definitely
his
feeling.
birthday? Come on.
yeah. We got to bring that shit up. Yep.
He was definitely feeling himself too much.
Yeah.
Even Dwayne Wade said.
Crazy.
Even Dwayne Wade said he was looking at him like you wow right now, bro. Relax.
Nah, the LeBron lying compilations of them just catching him lying, those joints is funny.
The one holding the book is the craziest one. The one holding the book, that one is the
What did he
craziest.
say?
One.
Read every day, Jordan.
Yeah, he said he read every day. Asked him about the book. He had no fucking idea what he read in that book.
Hey, he's trying to be a positive role model.
He might read every day. They say all you need is 15 minutes. If you just read 15 minutes every day,
He ain't read the forefront of that book though.
and on top of that, it don't got to be a book. It could be a random pamphlet. You can read the ingredients on the back of cereal boxes. You can read anything.
Man.
Just read 15 minutes a day. That's all.
For sure. I mean, people read
Speaking
15
of
minutes
reading.
a day on X and Instagram and all kind of shit like that. They read 15 minutes a day.
For a dude to be around that long and to be relevant for that long, like Jabbar, that wasn't going on with Jabbar in '88. That wasn't going on with Jabbar in '89. That wasn't going on with Malone as good as Malone was in 2002 and 2003, he wasn't this relevant. He had just turned 40. Like he wasn't this relevant in the game. Like it was so many more players that were better at that point. So for James to be as relevant as James has been for so long
and be a top 20 player,
okay.
I mean, it's either mean the NBA week or it mean LeBron James.
Deal.
It's the panel. Religion get built on cam. Where the check those smoke and the host go ham. You ain't never seen hoops all hit the raw. Every take got weight, every night we drop. This that barbershop. Courtside, worldwide tone. Welcome to the only show that really feel like numbers jumping like the score.